Even if you don't know much about the kingdom, there is one foundational truth, one non-negotiable truth that you must understand immediately about kingdom. Let it be your introduction into the kingdom class. What is this truth? God is king. Simple as this thing is, you wouldn't believe how many believers have no understanding of what I've just said. It is called a kingdom. It means he must have a king, and God is king. Psalm 47 verse 7, the Bible says, for God is the king of all the earth. So when we say God is king, it is clear throughout scriptures that God is king. When we say God is king, we are speaking of absolute, uncontested, sovereign authority. A king is not a president who can be voted out. A king is not a prime minister who must negotiate with parliament. A king rules by a right of position. A king rules by a right of birth. You are not elected a king, you are born one. That's why in natural kingship is passed by birth. But God is not king because anybody birthed him. God is king because he founded the entire universe. That's what makes him king. He's king of the heavens and the earth. And you must understand that God is king. When you read verse 8 of Psalm 47, this God reigns over the nations. God sits on his holy throne. He's not trying to be king. He's not campaigning for the throne. He's king over all the earth. He reigns over the nations, over all powers. He's seated on the throne with all authority in his hand. It's not a symbolic language. This is the reality of who God is. The unchallenged, unrivaled, absolute monarch of the universe. What it means practically is that God does not submit his decisions to human review. What it means is that he does not ask for your approval before he acts. He does as he pleases and no one can challenge him. That is what it means for God to be king. And you must be comfortable with this. No one can stop him. No one can question him. No one can demand that he explains himself. No one can say to him, what have you done? The question now is that, seeing as God is king, seeing as his say is final, seeing as he rules however way he pleases, seeing as no one can question him, no one can hold him accountable, the question is, how then is it safe to put your life in his hands? How is it safe to trust his words? What if he changes his mind tomorrow and decides to make you poor? What if he changes his mind tomorrow and decides to make you fail and bring bad luck upon you? After all, nobody can question him. Isn't that what people say when they go through circumstances that defy the norm and they come with narratives like, well, who can question him? What then becomes the safety of the believer in trusting a God who cannot be questioned, but you are not certain of his character? How do you know that your life is safe? The reason we are so confident in his rulership, enough to entrust our lives in his hands, is because the Bible does not only reveal his nature as a king, the Bible also reveals his character as God. And the Bible shows us that he's not a tyrant. That in as much as he is king, he is love. In as much as he is king, he is faithful. He is just. He is righteous. The Bible shows us his nature. That he's a righteous king. He's a just king. He's a merciful king. He's a good king. He's a loving king. His rule is perfect.